Hello and welcome back to the Deep Dive. I hope you're hungry today.
Hmm.
Usually we're taking apart, complex history or maybe some dense scientific papers, but
Today is different.
today we're doing something really practical. We are looking at a stack of research and guides on a topic that terrifies almost everyone at some point.
Talking in a restaurant.
Exactly.
It's a universal experience, isn't it?
Oh, it really is.
You travel to a new place, you're excited, you're hungry, you walk into a restaurant, and suddenly, just panic.
Oh, absolutely. I've been there. You stand at the door and your mind just goes blank.
Completely blank.
You forget every word you ever learned. It feels like this high-stakes performance, and the waiter is the audience just waiting for you to mess up.
And that is exactly what we want to dismantle today. We have a set of communication guides here,
Okay.
vocabulary lists, pronunciation rules, and a really fascinating dialogue behavior guide. The goal of these materials, it's not just to teach you the word for burger.
It's to hack the anxiety of the situation.
I love that concept, hacking the anxiety, because when I look through the source material, I noticed something interesting. The focus isn't on perfect grammar.
No.
It isn't on sounding like a native speaker. What is the actual mission here?
The mission is confidence through simplicity.
Okay.
The sources are very, very clear on this. They prioritize what they call emotional safety.
Emotional safety. I like that.
Yeah. The guide says, no pressure, no fast speech, mistakes are normal.
Yeah.
The whole strategy is to use simple words and short sentences to get what you want, without the stress.
So we're giving ourselves and you, the listener, permission to be simple. That's actually quite a relief.
It's essential. So many learners, they try to be Shakespeare when they order lunch.
Right.
They want to compose this beautiful sonnet about a sandwich. But the waiter doesn't need Shakespeare.
No.
The waiter just needs to know, do you want cheese or not?
Right. No Shakespeare, just the sandwich. So let's imagine our listener is standing outside that restaurant right now. They're taking a deep breath. According to our guides, what is step one?
Step one is the environment. We have to ground ourselves. The vocabulary source, it starts with the big concepts: restaurant, waiter, and table.
Now, the critique of traditional learning is that we just memorize definitions. A table is a place to sit.
Right, we know that.
We know that. But looking at the strategy in our notes, table means something more here, doesn't it?
It does. The table is your base camp.
Base camp.
The guide suggests that when you ask for a table, you're securing your safe space. Once you sit down, the pressure stops. You're off the stage. You can breathe.
I like that image. So you walk in, you see the waiter. This is the person who can either be your best friend or, the source of all your stress. How do we break the ice?
The topic knowledge source suggests starting with the absolute simplest human connection.
Okay.
Just say, hello.
It sounds almost too easy. Just hello.
But think about the psychology of it. If you rush in and start shouting orders, you're tense.
Yeah.
If you look the waiter in the eye and say, hello, you're establishing a connection. You're signaling, I'm friendly, please be patient with me.
That's a great point. It buys you a moment of grace. Okay, so we've said hello. We're at our table, our base camp. Now comes the first real hurdle. We need to know what to eat. We need the list.
We need the menu.
Right. Now, I've seen learners struggle here. They try to ask, could you possibly bring me the food list? Or,
Where is the book of food?
yeah. What's the high percentage play here?
The guide recommends one specific phrase.
Uh-huh.
It's a tool you can use every single time. Can I see the menu?
Let's look at the structure of that.
Or your power phrase. Can I see? You can use it for anything. Can I see the menu? Can I see the wine list? It puts you in control.
And what about the delivery? The pronunciation optimization source had some pretty strict rules about speed.
Yes, and this is counterintuitive for a lot of people. We think that to sound fluent, we have to speak fast, blah, blah, blah.
Right, you rush it.
But the source says, speak slowly and crucially. Pause after each sentence.
Pause after each sentence.
Exactly. When you rush, you slur your words, you get anxious. When you slow down, you actually force the waiter to slow down too. It changes the whole rhythm of the interaction.
Let's try that. Instead of rushing it, let's apply the rule.
Okay.
I see. The menu.
Perfect. Do you hear how much clearer that is? You are projecting confidence, even if you are internally screaming.
Fake it till you make it, restaurant edition. Okay, so the waiter hands us the menu. We're looking at the pictures. We're decoding the prices. Now comes the main event. Section 2, ordering food.
This is where the Shakespeare trap really snaps shut on people.
I am so guilty of this. I always feel like I need to be ultra polite. I want to say, excuse me, my good sir. I would arguably enjoy the consumption of the chicken if it isn't too much trouble.
And the waiter is just staring at you, completely confused.
Right.
They're busy. They have 10 other tables. The pronunciation optimization source specifically warns against this. It says, avoid long or difficult words.
Okay.
And it makes a very interesting distinction. It says to prefer the word want over would like.
Now, this is controversial. We're always taught that I want is rude. Like a demanding child, I want cookie.
In a native speaker context, maybe. But for a learner, would like is. It's a nightmare.
Why is that?
Well, look at the grammar. Would. It has a silent L. It's a modal verb. You have to contract it sometimes. I'd like. It's just a pronunciation trap.
I see.
Want is solid. It's direct. W-A-N-T.
But how do we stop it from sounding rude?
Tone and context. And one magic word we'll get to in a minute.
Okay.
But for now, just trust the strategy. I want is clear. It cuts through the noise of a busy restaurant.
Okay, so let's look at the vocabulary for this part. We have order.
To ask for food.
Simple.
Food.
What we eat.
And drink.
Water, juice, soda. The guide suggests keeping these categories really simple in your head, so don't try to memorize all the adjectives.
Sure.
You don't need to know crispy, organic, farm fresh, lettuce.
No.
You just need to know salad.
Exactly. Zoom out. Identify the noun. Burger, pizza, salad, water.
Shall we try a role play? I know our listeners find it helpful to hear this in action.
Let's do it.
But let's do it with that specific slow speech rule we talked about. I'll be the hungry customer, you be the busy waiter.
I'm ready. I have my notepad.
Hello?
Hello. Are you ready to order?
Yes, I want a burger.
Okay. A burger and to drink.
Water, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Stop scene. You know, saying I want a burger felt surprisingly powerful.
Right.
I didn't have to conjugate anything. I didn't have to wonder if I was using the right tense.
And did you notice what happened? I understood you instantly. There was no back and forth. No, what did you say?
True.
Efficient communication is polite communication because you're saving everyone's time.
Let's repeat those key phrases for you, the listener. I want you to really hear the rhythm.
Good idea.
I want a burger. Water, please.
And notice the please at the end. That is the secret sauce.
That brings us to section 3, politeness and handling mistakes. You mentioned that I want can sound rude unless you use the magic word.
Yes. The vocabulary source lists please and thank you as completely non-negotiable. They are the polite words.
It's amazing how much heavy lifting the word please does, isn't it?
It's huge.
You can use the simplest, most caveman-like sentence, tack please on the end, and suddenly you're a gentleman or a lady.
It's the social lubricant. Water is a demand.
Right.
Water, please, is a request. It signals respect. And it's one syllable. You can't mess it up.
But speaking of messing up, this is the big fear. The Dialogue Behavior Guide has a whole section on this. What happens when the brain freeze hits? What if I say, I want the chicken thing, but I can't remember the word for sandwich?
So the guide calls this encouragement rules. And it's fascinating. It tells the speaker and the listener to reframe the mistake. It says, if you make a mistake, say, that is okay.
That is okay. You say that to yourself.
You say to yourself, you could even say it out loud. It breaks the tension. And then the guide says, you can try again.
You know, I think we should model a failure.
Oh, good idea.
Because on podcasts, everyone usually speaks so perfectly. Let's show what a real struggle looks like.
Great idea. Be a learner who is really stuck.
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Hello, I want the that red liquid soup. No,
Right.
not soup.
That's okay. Take your time.
Sauce. No, juice. Tomato juice.
Good job. You see, the world didn't end.
It actually felt good to just stumble through it.
And the guide advises to explain mistakes gently. And I love this. Smile in the voice.
Smile in the voice. That is such a poetic instruction for a beginner's guide.
It is, but it's practical. When you smile, your vocal cords actually change shape. You sound friendlier.
Oh.
So if you're struggling to find a word, but you're smiling, the waiter will want to help you. If you're struggling and you look angry or panicked, the waiter gets stressed too.
So the strategy is be messy, but be charmingly messy.
Exactly. The goal is communication, not perfection. If you wanted tomato juice and you eventually got tomato juice, you won the game.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you called it red liquid first.
That's a liberating perspective.
Yeah.
Red liquid works if it gets the result.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've survived the arrival. We sat at our base camp table. We used I want to order our food. We remembered please, We ate the burger. It was delicious.
And now,
Now, the final boss battle. We have to leave.
the transition from eating to leaving. This is where we need the bill.
Let's define it first. The bill.
A paper with the price.
Now, I've heard people use all kinds of words here. The check, the receipt, the counting. What does our pronunciation optimization source say?
It has a very strong preference. It says, prefer bill, not receipt.
Is that a phonetic thing again?
It's entirely phonetic. Look at the word receipt. R-E-C-E-I-P-T.
Okay.
It has a silent P. It has a weird vowel sound. Receipt. It's very easy to mispronounce.
And check can be confused with the verb to check?
Correct, but bill. B-I-L-L. One syllable. Hard consonant at the start. Clear L at the end. It punches through the noise.
Bill. It's sharp. Okay, so what is the sentence? I'm sitting there, I catch the waiter's eye.
The topic knowledge source gives us a frame that should sound very familiar by now. Can I have the bill?
Can I have the bill? Wait a second, that is almost identical to can I see the menu?
You noticed. This is the brilliance of the strategy. You're not learning 100 different grammar rules. You are learning one frame. Can I verb the object?
And I see the menu.
Can I have the bill?
That is a massive aha moment. It's like Legos. You just swap out the colored brick at the end, but the structure is the same.
Exactly. This reduces the cognitive load, the
Yeah.
brain power you need to use. You know the pattern works. You just plug in bill.
And it completes the story.
Mhm.
1, you look at the menu.
2, you say what you want.
3, you eat. 4, you ask for the bill. It's a logical flow.
It's a story.
Hmm.
And you were the main character. You just need to learn your 4 lines.
So let's review those 4 lines. If you're about to walk into a cafe in New York or London or Sydney, what's the cheat sheet?
Okay, here's the recap. Line 1, can I see the menu?
Got it.
Line 2, I want food.
Okay.
Line 3, the magic word, please.
Please.
And line 4, can I have the bill?
It is so simple when you break it down like that, but I want to ask you a question based on all these sources. We've talked about the mechanics, but what's the heart of this advice?
The heart of it is kindness. Kindness to the waiter by being clear. But mostly, I think, kindness to yourself. The guide emphasizes over and over, be calm. Remember that learning is fun.
That's the part that sticks with me. Learning is fun. We treat it like a chore or a test, but ordering a burger in a new language should be a victory lap.
It's a superpower. You are making sounds with your mouth,
Mhm.
and someone is bringing you food. That is magic.
It is magic. You know, before we wrap up, I'm thinking about that can I have structure, the I want structure. We said this is a restaurant deep dive, but this feels bigger.
It's much bigger. This is a Swiss Army knife for language.
How so?
Think about it. You leave the restaurant.
Yeah.
You go to a shop. I want this shirt. Can I have a bag? You go to a hotel. I want a room. Can I see the room?
So we haven't just taught you how to eat, we've taught you how to navigate the city.
Precisely. These simple bricks build the entire house. If you can master the confidence to say, I want, and can I have in a restaurant, you can survive almost anywhere.
That is a provocative thought to leave you with. The tool you just learned isn't just a fork, it's the key to the city. So to you, our listener, go out there, find a restaurant, take a deep breath, find your table.
And remember, mistakes are okay. Just smile.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Go get some food.
Thank you. Goodbye.